Flamingos are known for their striking pink feathers, which come from carotenoid pigments in their diet of algae and crustaceans. They are filter feeders, using their specialized beaks to separate mud and silt from food. Flamingos often stand on one leg, behavior thought to conserve body heat. They have a unique way of flying, with their necks and legs outstretched. Flamingos are social birds, living in large colonies that can number in the thousands. They are found in parts of Africa, Asia, the Americas, and Europe, often in saline or alkaline lakes and lagoons. There are 6 species of flamingos: the greater flamingo, lesser flamingo, Chilean flamingo, Andean flamingo, James's flamingo, and American flamingo. Their eggs are white and elongated, and both parents share the responsibility of incubating them. Flamingo chicks are born with gray or white plumage, which gradually turns pink as they mature. They use a form of vocalization similar to geese to communicate within their colonies. Flamingos also engage in synchronized group displays, which play a role in their courtship rituals. The knees of flamingos are not visible. The joint seen in the middle of their leg is actually their ankle. Their diet consists of blue-green and red algae, brine shrimp, and diatoms, which contain the pigments that give flamingos their pink color. Flamingos can drink water at near boiling temperatures from geysers. They often live in environments that are inhospitable to most other species. They have a very slow rate of reproduction, typically laying 1 egg per year. Flamingos' tongues are large and equipped with bristles that help filter food. They have a lifespan of up to 30 years in the wild, and can live even longer in captivity. Flamingos are monogamous birds, forming strong pair bonds that often last for many years. During feeding, they can invert their heads to bring their beaks to the surface of the water, enabling efficient filter feeding. Flamingos have specialized glands located near their eyes that help to excrete the excess salt from their saline habitat. Their characteristic pink coloration varies in intensity among species and individuals, depending on diet and the specific type of carotenoid pigments consumed. The American flamingo is the only species native to North America and the Caribbean, while the greater flamingo is the largest and most widespread species, found in Africa, Southern Europe, and South Asia. Flamingos exhibit a complex social structure within their colonies, with hierarchical behavior evident in their interactions. Chicks form creches, or groups, which provide some protection and aid in social development. Flamingos have a unique molting process, where they lose and regrow all their feathers at once, making them temporarily flightless. Flamingo nests are mounds of mud that can be up to 1 foot high, protecting their eggs from flooding and intense ground heat. The chicks are fed a special crop milk, rich in fat and protein, produced by both parents. Flamingos have been observed using tools, such as sticks, to stir the water and flush out prey. The evolutionary history of flamingos is somewhat debated, but fossil evidence suggests that they have existed for over 30 million years. Flamingos have a wide range of vocalizations, including honks, grunts, and low murmurs, which help maintain group cohesion and individual identification within large colonies. Flamingos' flight patterns are typically in a V formation, which reduces air resistance and conserves energy. They are often migratory, traveling long distances between breeding and feeding grounds. In addition to their primary habitats, flamingos can occasionally be found in man-made environments, such as salt pans and wastewater treatment areas, which mimic their natural saline wetlands. Flamingos have webbed feet, which help them stir up the mud in search of food, and provide stability while wading through soft, uneven surfaces. These webbed feet also make them strong swimmers, although they are more often seen walking or wading. Their legs are extremely long, often making up about half of their height, which helps them navigate deeper waters where they feed. Flamingos exhibit a remarkable homing instinct, often returning to the same nesting sites year after year. This fidelity to nesting sites can lead to large, long-established colonies that are essential for their survival. They are also known for their elaborate courtship displays, which include synchronized dancing, head flagging, and wing saluting to attract mates. In terms of their anatomy, flamingos have a unique beak structure with a distinct downward bend in the middle. This adaptation allows them to feed more efficiently in their aquatic environments. The inside of their beaks contains comb-like structures called lamellae, which filter small organisms from the water. Flamingos have exceptional eyesight, which is crucial for detecting food and predators in their often turbid, reflective aquatic environments. They also rely heavily on their sense of touch, particularly in their beaks and feet, to find food in murky waters. The name flamingo is derived from the Spanish and Latin word flamenco, meaning fire, which refers to their vibrant feather color. Interestingly, the intensity of their pink or reddish hue can serve as an indicator of health and vitality, with more brightly colored individuals generally being more attractive to potential mates. Flamingos have a relatively low metabolic rate compared to other birds of similar size, which allows them to conserve energy in their sometimes harsh, resource-scarce environments. Their bones are light and hollow, aiding in buoyancy and flight efficiency. Predators of flamingos include large birds of prey, such as eagles and vultures, as well as land predators like wildcats and foxes when they are nesting. In response to threats, flamingos often fly away in large flocks, using their strong, rapid wing beats to quickly gain altitude. The mating season of flamingos typically coincides with the wet season in their habitat, ensuring that their chicks hatch during times of abundant food supply. Flamingos' reproductive success is closely tied to environmental conditions. They may skip breeding during particularly harsh years. Flamingos' vibrant plumage has made them popular symbols in various cultures, often associated with beauty, grace, and exoticism. They are featured prominently in art, literature, and even pop culture, symbolizing the allure of distant tropical locales. Conservation efforts for flamingos often focus on preserving their critical wetland habitats, which are threatened by pollution, climate change, and human encroachment. Flamingos possess a highly efficient respiratory system, consisting of air sacs that provide a continuous flow of air through the lungs, allowing for high levels of oxygen uptake, which is essential for sustained flight and high-altitude living. They can reach speeds of up to 35 miles per hour while flying, and can travel distances of up to 300 miles in a single night when migrating. Their social behavior includes various vocalizations that differ between species, helping them to recognize and bond with their flock members. These sounds range from low grunts to high-pitched honks, play a vital role in maintaining the cohesion of large colonies. Flamingos are known to engage in mutual preening, a behavior that strengthens social bonds and helps with feather maintenance. This preening can also help distribute natural oils produced by the uropygial gland at the base of their tails, which keeps their feathers waterproof and flexible. Despite their flamboyant appearance, flamingos have relatively small brains compared to their body size, yet they display complex social behaviors and can solve problems related to feeding and nesting. They are also capable of recognizing individual flock members, which aids in the stability of their social structures. Flamingos have a slow growth rate, with juveniles taking several years to attain full adult plumage and reproductive maturity. This long maturation period contributes to their vulnerability, as they depend heavily on stable environments and consistent food supplies. In some cultures, flamingos have significant symbolic meanings. For example, in ancient Egypt, they were associated with the sun god Ra due to their striking color. Today, they are often used as symbols of environmental conservation and the delicate balance of wetland ecosystems. Flamingos' legs contain a high density of blood vessels, which helps them regulate their body temperature by controlling the amount of blood flow to their extremities. This adaptation is particularly useful in the hot environments they often inhabit, allowing them to release heat when necessary. The breeding success of flamingos can be influenced by environmental factors such as water levels, which affect the availability of food and the safety of nesting sites. In dry years, colonies may abandon nesting sites or experience lower chick survival rates. Flamingos' unique feeding technique involves stirring up the mud with their feet and then using their beaks to filter out small organisms. This method not only provides them with food, but also aerates the mud, benefiting the overall health of their habitat. These birds are capable of adapting to a wide range of environmental conditions, from hypersaline lakes to freshwater marshes, showcasing their resilience and versatility. However, they remain sensitive to environmental disturbances, making them important indicators of ecosystem health. The distinctive pink coloration of flamingos is not present at birth. Chicks are born with gray or white down feathers, and it takes about 2 to 3 years for them to develop their characteristic pink plumage, a process influenced by their diet and the carotenoids it contains. Flamingos' long legs allow them to wade into deeper waters than many other bird species, giving them access to food sources that are out of reach for others. This ecological niche reduces competition for food and helps them thrive in their specific habitats. Their nests are carefully constructed mounds made of mud, stones, and feathers, which protect the eggs from flooding and extreme temperatures. Both parents participate in building the nest and taking turns incubating the egg, demonstrating strong parental cooperation. Flamingos have been studied extensively in captivity and in the wild, providing valuable insights into their behavior, physiology, and conservation needs. Captive breeding programs and habitat restoration efforts are crucial for maintaining healthy populations and ensuring the survival of these iconic birds. In some regions, flamingos are legally protected, and conservation programs are in place to monitor their populations and safeguard their habitats. These efforts include creating protected areas, regulating water management, and educating the public about the importance of wetland conservation.